immigration team here at Clark's Legal. Having worked in UK immigration for many years, I've seen many mistakes businesses have made when hiring or sponsoring migrant workers. In a nutshell, there is an underestimation of the cost and time required when employing a sponsored worker. That is not only the cost directly attributable to the sponsorship, but the cost of in-house time. Then employers do not know the financial and commercial and reputational consequences of failing to comply with the UK's strict right to work legislation. This process is all manageable if you have the right information and resource to assist you. To avoid you making these mistakes, I've put together a short list of the most common mistakes when hiring non-settled workers. Firstly, although Brexit seems like a long time ago, remember EEA nationals no longer have the right to work in the UK, even if for a short period of time. If your business has a linked identity in a different country, their EEA employees are not permitted to work in the UK, even if they are able to enter the UK via the passport e-gates at the UK border. Also, other legitimate employees may also ask for sponsorship as they have restrictions, such as spousal visas where their circumstances have changed, or those on graduate visas, and businesses may not have planned for these. Secondly, sponsors licence holders for failing to comply with their various sponsorship duties. As a sponsor, you must ensure that sponsored workers have the required skills, experience and qualifications required for their role. This includes keeping copies of their relevant certificates or documents to prove this. Sponsorship will be changing in the future, and it makes fundamental business sense to ensure you have the correct talent and where that talent can be sourced, including the local market. You must notify the UKVI if a sponsored worker is in breach of the conditions of their visa. This includes if the worker stops going to work or resigns. You must make sure that a sponsored worker's details are up to date on the licence and keep a detailed record of their attendance. You must also ensure your key personnel on your licence and the supporting HR staff receive regular training on the sponsorship duties. You must also monitor the allocation of your certificates of sponsorships on your licence to avoid there being an insufficient allowance when you intend to sponsor a new worker. It is also recommended to diarise visa expiry dates for sponsored workers and liaise with them in good time to ensure that they are submitting any required extension applications well before their visa expires. If a sponsor does not comply with their duties and responsibilities, and usually there's a small errors, but there are a number of consequences depending on the severity of the non-compliance. These vary from reducing the allocation of certificate sponsorship, suspending a licence with an action plan to have a licence reinstated, and complete revocation of the licence, which will result in sponsored workers having to leave the UK if they cannot switch to a different type of visa, allowing them to work for you. So, how can we help? We can support your business with all aspects of setting up and maintaining your sponsorship licence. Our UK immigration team provides a comprehensive approach, preparing the entire licence, helping you with your sponsorship duties, undertaking audits, and taking into account the commercial considerations for your business. If you're interested in obtaining a UK sponsorship licence or require help with your duties, please fill out our short questionnaire below to help us understand your requirements. We will also send you a free fact sheet for further information.